Bruh, what's going on with y'all? How y'all doing? I know it's been a minute since I did a live stream. Um, I had some UK fam that was like, "When you gonna do the live stream again?" I was like, "I got you, I got you." Um, but yo, what's up, y'all? Let me go ahead and say hey to y'all right quick. Um, Hi, Sister Nicole. Hey, Noveika. Hey, Michelle. Hey, baby mama. Hey, Hannah. Hey, MJ. Hey, Dante. Hey, C Lover. Hey. Hey, Auntie. I hope you're doing okay. Hey, Papa Jahan. Hey, Kauai. I hope y'all doing okay today. I'm just gonna be on here till like what 10 something. Um, we will be. Let's see. We'll be reading tonight a book. I actually got this book as like an engagement present, and the poems in here are beautiful, very beautiful. The author is Yersa Daly Ward. It's called Bone, and oh my God, she is absolutely gorgeous. Um, she is a mixed West Indian and West African heritage. She was born in Jamaica. She was born to a Jamaican mother and Nigerian father. Um, she's amazing. She's amazing. She has some other works too. Long Division. Her other essays. I'm not gonna say this one because it's a little bit rough for the title, but it's deep. Heavy, which is a memoir, and so on. So check her out. Her name is Yersa Daly Ward, and it's really easy to pronounce Yersa, and it's spelled Yrsa. Yersa. Hey Keisha. So we're gonna read this book, and yeah, this is a little mental health check to make sure y'all doing all right. Check on y'all. Let's see. This book is called Bone, and it's a work of poetry that she did. There's like it's really nice. I've been reading it, and there was one poem that stuck out in particular. So I'm just gonna read a few pages. You guys don't mind, okay? So yeah. Credit to the author, Yersa Daly Ward. And here we go. And the intro, I am the tall, dark stranger. Those warnings prepared for you. A fine art. Alec, don't be coming up here spamming my chat, okay? You speak to me one time and that's it. What's up, Brian? Like, we cool for you to speak, but I can see you. You don't have to do that hi over and over again, okay? I ain't trying to be rude, but chill. I can see your name. You ain't got to repeat it to me like thousands and thousands and thousands of times, okay? I'm just saying, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and start. All right. A fine art. You may have learned from your mother or any other hunted woman. Smiling at devils is a useful, learned thing. Swallowing discomfort down in spades. Holding it tight in your belly. Aging on the inside only. Forever keeping it sexy. Yes! I love that. I love that. I love that. I love that. Yes, yes. Let me read it again. A fine art. You may have learned from your mother or any other hunted woman. Smiling at devils is a useful learned thing. Swallowing discomfort down in spades, holding it tight in your belly, aging on the inside only, keeping it forever sexy. Oh, you're welcome. no problem, Noveika. I mean, Hannah, my bad. Her name is Yersa Deli Ward. Liking things. This is the title of the poem, excuse me. Liking things. Women who were brought up devout and fearful get stirred like anyone else. Want men, want other women, stink under their arms at the end of the day. Get that all too familiar mix of fear and discontent in the night. Want to do the things that they must not do, those dirty, bloody, attractive things. Hi, puppies. Puppy. That's Jacob. Hey, Jacob. All right. These poems are very interesting, but, they have meaning to all of them. Let's see. Bone. From one who says don't cry, you'll like it after a while. And two who tells you thank you and the fact and can't look at your face. To three who pays for your breakfast and a cab home and your mother's rent. To four who says, but you felt so good, I didn't know how to stop. To five who says giving your body is tough, but something you do very well. To six who smells of tobacco and says, come on, I can feel that, and you love this. And to those who feel bad in the morning, yes, and some feel bad in the morning, and sometimes they tell you you want it, and sometimes you think that you do. Thank heavens you're resetting, ever setting and resetting. How else do you sew up the tears, and how else can the body survive? Now, some of these poems are a little bit, it's basically the realities with women, the unfamiliar, the familiar, sexuality, poverty, sex work, sadness, joy, damage, restoration. That's basically what it is in this book about Black women. I know some of it sounds like, oh, damn, but at the same time, this is what she wrote about, just experience. You know what I'm saying? So, but they're really good poems, y'all. They're really good poems. Hey, Stina. All right. Trying to find a good one for you guys. All right. Here's a really good one, okay? Nose. In all theories, I've written you out of my memory. Still the middle of my face refuses to be told. I'm undone. Perhaps it is the breeze in my head. 3 years, and I did too much work on our love. 3 years, and I can't undo the problem of your scent. It is a horrid and complicated fact. My fifth sense in ambush. I walked by a bakery, chip shop, flower stall, shopping center, leather goods store. All the mornings in Lancashire still smells like you, excuse me. Last week, I was caught in a storm overseas when the rain smell drove me silly. All I could feel were your hands. Now home, I light the stove. I cook new food these days from recipe books. Now that you're gone, I can fry meat. I buy perfume I know you hate. I spray it on the side of your bed. Still, you greet me in waves I cannot decipher. Last night, I smelled you in a dream. It is a thumbprint now, but I cannot forget the loss. I dreamed you beautiful. You are nothing beautiful but 3 years, and I can't clean you off my skin. Ooh! Woo! That was good right there. I felt that. I felt that. All right. Some of these I'm not going to read because they're a little bit like, triggering. So I will be careful. All right. Things it can take 20 years and a bad liver to work out. This is actually a good poem, okay? It's a good poem. It's good, though. It's good. Check this out. 1, truth is a beauty, whether pretty or not. Love doesn't always mean you should stay. Sometimes the truth has to punch you twice. Love doesn't always mean you should stay. 2, see, nobody warned you about yourself, the red in your eye, the trap in your mouth. The person who hurts you the most in the end will be you. Almost every time you. You better learn to forgive yourself. Forgive yourself instantly. It's a skill you're going to need until you die. Y'all hear me? 3, when the girl is all kinds of weather in a day, do not enter her lightly. Your senses will not survive it. You can leave your tail, head, eye lights on, go hollow, running away from her without any of the good parts of yourself, thinking you did nothing wrong. Wondering why when you smile. Blood. Okay. Hey, Maria. 4, love is not a safe word, but it's the safe things that will kill you in the end. Okay? 5, you lose too much to fear. You might choke on all that. You do not say. And can we talk about when it should be no, but you say yes? There are parts of you that want the sadness. Find them. Ask them why. That was 6, by the way. 7, make it. If you don't, it'll be a tragedy. And then everything else, the sky, everything else. Woo! This is good, y'all. This is good. Oh. Okay. All right. That was good. Like, I marked some ones what I'm not going to read because they're a little bit kind of like, oh, damn. So just excuse me. Y'all ready? All right. Yes, we do. We do. We lose a lot due to our fear. And it's understandable to be scared. It's okay to be scared. But turn that fear and let you push you further to do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Don't let fear hold you back from nothing. Go out there and do something. If you want it real bad, take it. All right. She's got a poem in here called Karma. The girl who made your life hell, and when you were young and had no friends, walked by you today. Names are not important here, but feelings are. Because sometimes you find yourself some 20 years later or more, still cowering, still minuscule speaking, still tiny lettering, all the way in your stomach, still a swallower of things. You always thought karma would get her, but you hear she's doing well, got married, kids on the way. Not that you're really definitely after those things, but still, it's a bitch. You came home many times feeling good, all kinds of transparent. Do the feelings ever leave? Or do you just learn to wrap them up into something to wear? That's one thing everyone does, you suppose. Turns you into a maker of gold. Oh, this book is good, y'all. This book is good. Okay. This book is good. All right, here it is. All right. Inconvenience. Hey, Cam. I'll never understand you. But my God, how I want you. You happen very suddenly before I have time to do what I usually do to stay safe. I try it all to find you arrogant, dull, unkind. Nothing works, and I dream you up like a fiend. You flick your eyes over me, and it goes straight to my fourth brain. Even your breathing excites me. And we all know that dangers that lie ahead makes my cells make room for you. My breathing is light. My head is filled silly. My reason darkness. Mm. Mm, mm, mm. Coordinates. Every time I travel, I meet myself a little more. Sometimes you have to leave all your cities to fall in love. And now I am time zones apart from most of my lovers. Some live apart from the others. Okay, I can't read that one. That's way too violent. That's way too violent. We're not gonna read that one. It's a little bit too violent, but it makes sense though. I don't want to read that one. That's a little bit too much. That's a little bit too much. All right. All right, here we go. These are good. All right. I have a friend who writes poetry. Her name is Rejou, and her book is called So Let It Be Written. It's good. It's a good spoken word and Black owned. I'll check that out. I will definitely check her out. Battle. Loving someone who hates themselves is a special kind of violence. A fight inside the bones, a war within the blood. Whoa, that's deep. That's deep. That's deep. Some of us, okay, when it is, but it ain't. This is the name of the poem, by the way, my bad. Good night, Maria. Get some rest. When it is, but it ain't. Some of us love badly. Sometimes love is the type of love that implodes, folds in on itself, eats its insides, turns wine to poison, behaves poorly in restaurants, drinks, kisses other people, comes back to your bed at 4 a.m., smelling like everything outside, asks about your ex, is jealous of your ex, thinks everyone is a rival. Some of us love others badly, love ourselves worse. Some of us love hoard. love beastly, love sick, love anti-light. Sometimes the love can't go home at night, can't sleep with itself, cannot contain itself, catches fires, destroys the belly, strips buildings, goes missing, punches, smashes heirlooms, tell lies, the best lies, fucks around, writes poems, impresses people, chase lovers into corners, leaves them longing, seasick, says yes, means anything but, tricks the body, kills the body, dances wild, and walks away smiling. Hey, Ernestine. You don't know the half of it. Hannah, you are like getting all the interpretations of the poems, and I am loving it. Yes, I'm loving it. All right. The title of this poem, of course, you don't know the half of it. According to you, people like me shouldn't go into places like this or be around people like these. But you don't know the half of it. The brightest of the stars, frankly, are just a load of hot air and diamonds, sadly. We're just formed from dust and rock, and the butterfly, remember, used to crawl on its belly and tiny legs through the dirt. This is a short one, but check this out. Y'all understand when I read it. It's called Secret. It has been going on like this for years. I provide the bed and all the body. She provides the drink, foots all the bill. That was a little one. Community. They say women are gentler, treat each other better, please, as if we ever learned to eroticize our rage, to block out the screaming of the gut. That's a lot to think about, but it makes sense. The not quite love. I haven't been home in nearly 2 weeks. My new lover has a fridge full of beer and can almost make jollof rice, and the sex is good. And we're falling into something we will soon mistake for love. Anyway, quote unquote, home is a problem. There are the bills and there are the mice. Plus, there is that feeling you get when you catch up with yourself. Lesson. Y'all ready for this? The difference between attraction and compatibility. How it kicks you in the belly every now and then. Do y'all need to read this again? Lesson. The difference between attraction and compatibility. How it kicks you in the belly every now and then. That's a whole word. That's a whole word. Artichokes. Hey, Stacy. This poem is called Artichokes. Until you had been the last one sitting in the cafe on the corner, and she has kissed the dark rum from the rim of your glass and schooled you in the art of eating artichokes. Until then, you are not yet a woman. Hold on, pause. Hannah, you are on point with the poems tonight. Home is the place where you can be yourself and at peace. Yes. What's up, Stacy? Yes. Yes. Ooh, Keisha, if I do that, they're going to have to pay me some, girl. Yes, Hannah. Yes. Yes. Let me start over. Until you had been the last one sitting in the cafe on the corner, and she has kissed the dark rum from the rim of your glass and schooled you in the art of eating artichokes. Until then, you are not yet woman. Until you put soft leaf to your lip, touch tongue to flesh, bite the lobe, swallow the juice, she says will purify you. Until you open it up, sigh the color, see its very middle and learn what fingers are at best. Ooh. Until you reach further still into the thick, hot heart, life has not yet started. Before you've been promised, before she is a liar, before you are dismantled, fixed, and broke again, you are not yet a lover. Remember, on the right night and under the right light, and any idea can seem like a good one in love. Love is mostly ill-advised, but always brave. The most important thing to do is not to worry. The lines on your face will never stop the sun from coming up. Your tears cannot affect the weather. There are wars going on. The one in your body is the only one you can be sure of losing or winning, then losing again. You drink more water than rum these days, don't you? But you drink to her memory, don't you? And you only take artichokes and salads, never whole. Not in a cafe on a dusky street at midnight. Not with her. Never with her. Or anyone like her. Ooh, this is good. These poems are so good. Oh my goodness. Heat. I miss you in tiny earthquakes and little underground explosions. My soil is a hot disaster. Home is burning. You're a lost thing. This one it's a short one, like heat. This is called Relief. Thank goodness I have nearly unlearned folding my desire into itself, being afraid to claim it. The good work. I was raised pulling food out of the earth. I know where my joy comes from and how to make it. I like that one. I like that one. A test. Things our bodies have been. A bargaining tool. Breakfast. Confused. Developed. Over. Expensive. Fun. Ghost. Health. Igloo. Joke. Kissed. Lover. Mine. Not. Offering. Pricey. Quiet. Queer. Reward. Supple. Tempting. Undone. Very. Weapon. XXX. Yours. Or that's what we told you. Zest. Ooh. Nice. Okay. This one called She's Put Cinnamon on Her Tomatoes. Now, I know that sounds silly when you hear it, but once you hear it, you understand. If you're just now joining us, I'm reading it's a book of poetry, and it's by Yersa Daly Ward, and it's called Bone. And I'm just reading a few sections out of here. So just sit back, relax, and just enjoy yourself. Yes. All right. So this poem that I'm reading is called She Put Cinnamon on Her Potatoes and on her tomatoes, excuse me. Now, I know it sounds silly, but once you hear it, you'll understand. She put cinnamon on her tomatoes. You knew you liked her when she was talking about her life one day. And in the street, the drunk women were fighting, the young men were playing house music, and there were Muslims praying amidst all this, and the taxis were honking their horns all around her in a circle of chaos. So she went back inside in all her calm. And where the two of you are now, in a different town, in a different time, there are dogs barking outside, and you love the way her name feels behind your mouth. She puts cinnamon on her tomatoes, white pepper on her carrots, mustard seeds on unlikely things, takes wine and ice for breakfast. She sits awake at night and dreams with open eyes. So you are not afraid to tell her every time you want to run. There was a time when fingers on white walls made you nervous. A time when you didn't pray so much. A time when you were worried about what the men in the street had to say. A time when you weren't yourself. They tell you you're an abomination to God. How so? You speak to God more often now than ever before. She sketches jellyfish and planets, smokes a broken white pipe, and you feel like an instrument she's had for 4 years. You pull pennies together for dinners most nights, but you're happy. You're happy. I think it is on Amazon. I gotta check it out. I was actually sent this as an engagement gift. So it probably might be on Amazon. It might. I have to look it up. I have to look it up just to see. I'll look it up for you. I know. Isn't it kind of it's sad. That one was a little bit that was a little bit sad. That comment that comment, but that poem that kind of brought a tear to my eye when I first saw that, and I was like, dang, man. So, but it's beautiful though. It's beautiful. Okay. I'll admit I'm drawn to the wolves. I like the lines you use on me. They crackle a little like magic. I cannot pull my mind off you, even though I do not trust your hands. There will always be your heart. Do not shout for silence. Do not shout too loud. There will always be birds outside a closed window, a car door shutting in the next street. Fine raindrops, whispers, footsteps in puddles, some couple somewhere having an argument. He's telling her to shut up. She's crying, threatening to leave. He's saying he doesn't give a fuck. Do not shout for silence. Do not shout too loud. There will always be loose chains spilled on the pavement, a plastic bag dancing somewhere in the wind, a tree stretching when it thinks no one is there. There will always be everything that you mean but do not say. When I ask you what I've done to make you angry and the look you give me when I've said too much in front of our friends, do not go too far for peace and quiet. Do not run too far. Because the country can be as loud as the city, still noisy in its stillness. And anyway, there will always be your breath, which, hard as you try, you can't do without. You can't run away from. There will always be your heart beating, stronger and louder. The harder, the further you run. She has this long one about her father, but I can tell that she has it gets a little, I don't know. I'll read. Okay. All right. All right. So I know a lot of these are very emotional, but they make sense. Some of them, like I said, I'm not going to read some of them because some of them are kind of graphic and detailed, and some deal with trauma. So I don't want to go too much into them and make y'all feel uncomfortable. So there's this one called mental health. Okay. Mental health. If you're walking down an aisle with a dim fluorescent hue by the tin fish and canned beans, strip lighting above, cracked tiles beneath, with the realization that most things are futile, and get the sudden urge to end it all, don't stop. Call a friend. Call your mother if you have one. And if you can stand her, listen to her talk about the price of canned fish and tin beans. Call the speaking clock. Know that whatever time it says, it's the time that everything has to change. Leave the damn aisle. Don't go anywhere where they sell sweets, chips, booze, fast love, or lottery tickets. See, that's just outside. There are people lying streets that are emptier than your inside. The sky's darker than your own. Look for yourself, because it never helps to hear from anyone else. If you're one of those running around town like mad people, I'm not going to read this part because that's triggering. I'm going to skip that because that's kind of, let's just say self-harm was put in there. I don't want to read that. If you're failing to fix a broken story, if you have been cooped up for far too long in a very high tower in a dangerously low state, plenty of TV channels and TV dinners, plenty of biscuits, chocolate desserts, cakes, and plenty of wine, but no love for miles and miles. If you did not get up for work today, but it has been afternoon for hours and the silence is keeping you awake. If you only remember how to draw your breath in and out like the waves of thick tar cooling. If you were wishing it later, pulling the sun down with your prayers, leave the damn bed, wash the damn walls, crack open the window, even in the rain, even in the snow. Listen to the church bells outside. Know that however many times they chime is half the number of changes you have to make. Stop trying to die. Serve your time here. Do your time. Clean out the fridge. Throw away the soya milk. Soya milk is made from the children's tears. Put flowers on the table. Stand them in the measuring jug. Chop raw vegetables if you have to. Know that if you are hungry for something, but you can't think of what you are, more often than not, only love thirsty, only bored. When the blood in your body is weary to flow, when your bones are heavy though hollow. If you have made it past 30, celebrate. And if you haven't yet, rejoice. Know that there is time coming in your life when dirt settles and the patterns form a picture. If you dream of the city, but you live in the country, milk the damn cow, sell the damn sheep. Know that they will be wishing you well. Posting for pictures on milk cartons or running over lush hills to be counted at the beginning of someone else's dream. See, they never held you back. It was you. Only you. Woo, man, jeez. Woo, man, that was good. 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 I know that was now. This one is it's about, now when I read this, y'all gonna be like, whoa, so be prepared. Yes, it's very emotional. And I was that's what I was going through a lot last year, like in October. So that hit me a lot. Hit me very it's a lot. This cool. I gotta get some more of her books because man, this is good, y'all. Woo! This one is called Another Tuesday. I bet there are millions of stories in your legs alone. A man tells a girl why he's pulling up his boxers and gray socks. I love my wife, he says, putting on his trousers. I just need the fire, he says, shivering. Your kind of fire. It is December, she nods and thinks that he looks like something else standing there, glistening, self important, about to drive 2 miles home to his family. She has a bed sit and a healthy dream life. Long brown legs and the kind of eyes that sink you. Too much sadness in her, but so much youth. It doesn't quite show. Not yet. Odd how. Often beauty is another type of prison. But what can you do? He pays 1 full 100. And really, when you need it, you need it. She did well at school, but large thoughts are a problem. When there is no call for them, they become a nuisance, always reminding you of the ghost life running alongside you, the phantom life you could have had if you felt at home, if everyone where you grew up didn't get off their heads, if there's nothing like the next high. You cook magic in your kitchen, who needs food? When it takes you and sends you onto Venus, it doesn't matter when you get chest pains or sick or forget how to speak. And your veins are driving you out to sea. So she offers up her arms, gets lost in the pretty side of life in the crevices, slips into its hot folds when Tuesday rolls into Thursday and there's no night anymore. No night, just ink blue blankets, dusted with hours of star warm engulf guilt edge minutes. In a place where nothing stings. Not a thing. Hey, Christy. Good night, Alex. Alec. Good night. The big tortoise in the world. They found the biggest tortoise in the world in South America today. You said massaging the tender knot at the back of my neck, with one hand removing your boots, with the other they had to get a lawyer or something to remove it. Imagine that. I said nothing, thinking of all the things you understand and all the things you don't. Like how I will love you forever, but probably from afar, not in the way you want, and how you'll find someone new to be with. It's only fair. Maybe he or she will have tightness in the neck or a passion for useless facts, the power to stick around and really miss you already. Now that it's over. She says she cries over me on the train to and from work. One day it will be better, but it isn't better now. She is just like my mother, but alive. Knows how to love quietly, completely. Something about the way Black women hold your heart. You can leave them all you like, but you can't stay gone. Woo! That was good right there. I like that. I like that. I like that. Oh, it's called Bone by your Sierra Daily Ward. I'll post up a picture in the community, my community tab so you can see what love isn't. Are y'all liking the poem so far? Let me know. Let me go. I gotta go use the potty right quick, wash my hands and stuff. So y'all let me know what you think of the book so far. I'll be right back. All right. Had to light me another incense. Let's see. Okay. I know it's like there's another book of poetry that I want to read to you guys one day. So um yeah, let's see. Give me just a second. Hold on. All right. I was making sure Zahara was sleeping and stuff. And I was checking up a creepy pasta on my phone. Like after I read just like a couple more poems, I was gonna read like a scary story or two just to mix it up a bit before I get off here. So, all right. What love isn't is not a 5 star today. It is not compliments and it is never ever flattery. It is solid but sweet but always nutritious. Always herbs, always salt, sometimes grit. It is now until the end. It is never a slither, never a little. It is full of serving. It is much too real. Never preen or clitty. Clitty. Oh dang! I read that completely wrong. My bad. Never pretty or clean. Why did I read clitty like that for? My mind just warped and just my mind just had this whole like Freudian slip. Clitty. I was like, yo, my ah, it is. good. That was good. Never pretty or clean, because I saw the word pretty and clean, and almost as I was trying to say it, it came out as that, and I'm like, damn, how did that happen? That's good though. It stinks. You can smell it's coming. It's weight, and it's too heavy to feel. Sometimes it is discomfort. It is what the films say. Only songs get it right. It is irregular. It is difficult and always, always surprising. Yes, that was surprising with the Clitty. Okay. I'm gonna read one more from here, and I'm gonna read y'all. I just um okay. All right. Okay, we'll read one more. We'll read one or two more, okay? I felt that. That was good. I can't believe I said that, but it's fine though. It's fine. We need a little chuckle. This one is called True Story. It's not that your dad doesn't love you or your brother, said Mom, greasing up your ashy legs with Vaseline, or that your auntie Amy's a man-stealing, cheating, backstabbing bitch who can't keep a man, so she has to steal somebody else's. We just don't see eye to eye anymore, that's all. And he wouldn't stop eating cashew nuts in bed. It's not that your mom and I hate each other, said Dad, pushing a crumpled 10-pound note in my chinos pockets, or that I forget about your birthday, but I need time to think. I'm moving in with Amy. Anyway, your mom cooks with too much salt. It wasn't so much an affair, you understand, said Auntie Amy, lacing up my brother's small Nike trainers and picking out my knots with a wooden comb shaped like a fist, but a meeting of minds outside of our respective vows. And bodies muttered mum when I told her later, two-faced tramp, what a joke. Don't tell anyone I said that. Don't tell anyone I said that. It's not as though your mom's exactly an angel either, with Dad, and said Dad with blood red eyes and pulsating vein in his forehead, finishing the last of the whiskey. And Aunt Amy said, easy, Winston, you had a lot. And Dad said, don't tell me what to do. Even my wife yet, and you think you know it all. Yeah, you think you know it all. It's not that your family are going to hell necessarily, said Grandma, boiling up the green banana, yam and dumpling, and grating the coconut onto the rice and peas. They must just accept Jesus Christ into their life. Put away the drink and sin and all the lies. Now go wash your hands and set the table. Don't worry, girl. We'll pray for them tonight. Oh, my goodness. Woo! Woo! Damn. Mm. Mm, mm, mm. That's a shame. Family be like that, though. What's up, Lady Honeybee? I know, right? I'm like, drag the whole family. I like that, that right there. I was like, ooh, but it be like that, though. It be like that in families, though. Breathe. If in the end her words were nothing, if in the end his hands were air, if she thought of her rips, he would stop phoning when you stopped. Fucking. She hangs on you and doesn't call again. If he asks you to pay back the money. If she still isn't sorry. If. This one's entitled 14. But at least I'm not 14 anymore. Talking to other people's husband, avoiding my stepfather, drinking all the clear stuff I can find in my mother's cabinet, washing it down with talcum powder and orange juice, passing out in the parks or at the football games, getting the dark chills in the early hours of the morning, staying forever far from home, completely at sea, knowing God has cut me out jagged, loose, and wild. Mm. Prayer. Now this is going to be a little bit just this is going to be a little bit tough. So this is called prayer. Some girls do, and I'm one of them. They told me God didn't like it. I cried at church, tried to pray myself good, sat on my hands. Some girls do, and I'm one of them. They told me men wouldn't like it, and I plaited my hair, tried to quiet the singing down there. I was sitting on hymns. Some girls do, and I'm one of them. They said I really didn't like it, not if I was honest with myself. I sat at the meetings, confessed to things that I've never felt wrong, things that some girls do, and I tell you, I was one of them. That's powerful. It's powerful, man. Okay, I'm gonna get one more, okay? All right, so I'm gonna read one more, okay? That's the last one. It's called Up Home. Stuff that remind me of home, wherever that is, I'm confused. In the same way that my grandma, who hasn't seen my brother and me for 2 years because he has been lost somewhere between Despair and North Manchester, and I've been away in Africa. In the same way that she just smiles and puts on the kettle, I'm beginning to feel a lot like I'll wait for you against my better judgment. She gives us macaroni and brown stew chicken in a Tupperware box, which she asked him to return, but everyone knows he won't. Core loneliness is a terrible thing. I suppose we all have each other, but only up to a certain point. I suppose we all die stubbornly and separately in the end. Someone reads Psalm 139, and in the verse that mentions how we are fearfully and wonderfully made, I'm beginning to see the light. And I trace the outlines of your tattoos on my arm. My brother takes all the food because he has mouths to feed. Nobody knows how many. Nobody asked or kept count, and he doesn't say much. Anyway, I will soon be en route to London. Can't have food and memories weighing me down, however delicious. Some things you just have to leave up. North, like Shortay's, Morrison's, Ovaltine, pictures of your late parents in graduation caps and gowns. Carrot juice, the way West Indian people make it with the nutmeg and the condensed milk. And the look on your grandparents' faces always when you say, oh well, must get going. Don't want to miss my train. I'm beginning to miss you terribly, by the way. It's a stunning day up here, despite the rain. That was good, wasn't it? She has a lot of poems in here. Some of them are a little bit explicit. That's why I couldn't read the majority of them because some of them were really explicit, but this is her story that she told in words, and I just love them, but I didn't want to make anybody feel uncomfortable to the point. You are playing that game so loud in the background. It's actually interfering with my book reading.
I'm sorry, I never listened.
Like, what are you doing? Okay.
Sorry about that.
Oh man. Well, okay. You know what? We'll do this. I'm gonna read one last poem on here. This is the poem. This is the last poem in the book. Okay. Well, there's two in here. Okay. All right. Untitled one. If you're afraid to write it, that's a good sign. I suppose you know you're writing the truth when you're terrified. Woo! This man. The last one is called Poetry. Nobody is saying anything at the dinner table tonight because everyone is too angry. The only noise is the clinking of fine silver on the bone china and the sound of other people's children playing outside. But this will give you poetry. There is no knife in the kitchen sharp enough to cut the tension, and your grandmother's hands are shaking. The meat and the yam stick in your throat, and you do not dare even to whisper. Please pass the salt, but this will give you poetry. Your father is breathing out his mouth. He is set to beat the spark out of you tonight for reasons he isn't even sure of yet. You will come away bruised. You will come away bruised, but this will give you poetry. The bruising will shatter. The bruising will shatter into black diamond. No one will sit beside you in class. Maybe your life will work, but most likely it won't at first. But that will give you poetry. Seize the love. It has always been yours. Oh man. That was a good book. There's more in there. What I could do, I'll just read some of it on Discord. If y'all want me to read, we'll do it for another time on Discord because some of the stuff is kind of explicit and I don't want to mess up anybody's day. But y'all, she talks so much about her experience and her life. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And just, y'all support Black authors, man. Go out there, buy the books, man. Support them. You know what I'm saying? Just read. Like, we got a story to tell. And I'm just, that was good. That was good. I low-key want to be reading more, but it's 10:23 and I want to go and hang out with my sweetheart and look at Funimation for a little bit, but I'm gonna find some more collection of poetry and we can just read it and chill out and stuff like that. Okay, does that sound good? If y'all if you guys on the community tab, I'll post up that actually, yeah, I'll post up a community tab and in a little bit, and what you guys will do if you got a collection of poetry that y'all want me to read, credit to the author, of course. I have no problem reading it. I love poetry. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And there's so many amazing writers out there, man. Black talented writers, man, I want to support them and just like read just everything they have, man. Okay. In fact, let me go ahead and put it right on here right now when I'm thinking about it, so I won't forget. I hope everybody enjoyed tonight. I missed coming on here with y'all on the live, just chilling out, hanging out, talking and stuff. This was nice. This was really nice. Okay. All right. All right. All right. There we go. All right. It's down. I'm about to get off here for tonight. I love y'all. Y'all have a good night. We're gonna have more book clubs. Like, it doesn't even have to be poetry. Like, what else do y'all want me to read? What we can do, we can like have like a poll, and whatever book y'all want me to purchase, I can just go ahead and buy it and we can read it and do it like that. Cause I literally have like just so many books on my damn bookshelf. I got Toni Morrison over there. I got Stephen King, of course. Do you want me to read the Bible? I'm just I was playing. I do got that over there. I got graphic novels. I got just a whole bunch of books over there. So like let's do this. Like, let's read. You know, stimulate our minds. You feel me? Let's do this. You know what I'm saying? So we will be having book club. It's book club is back on. We're gonna have a good time. Okay, whatever y'all want me to read, I actually put it in the community tab. It doesn't even have to. You know what? Let me just edit it because I'm old and I be forgetting stuff. There, changed it. Good. Put your suggestions down. Let me know. You talking about that book about what's her name? Geraldine, that lady, the old thought next door. There's supposed to be a part 2 of that book, but excuse me, but I can't find it on Amazon anywhere. So I don't know if he came out with it yet. So I'm still kind of waiting on that book, but we'll see. Oh, yes, everybody. I just want to let y'all know that Jessica is making another book. It's called Bright, and I will be purchasing it and we'll be reading it because we need to know what's going up with old Tyler, her best friend that she probably went back to Japan, girl. I want to know what happened to her. Like, we got to know like this whole story. Like, we need to know all the tea. So that's going to be a part 2 that's going to be coming up very soon. I am so excited to read that to y'all. I actually do have a Stephen King book. I have a lot of his anthologies. If y'all want me to read that, we can read that too. If y'all send me some mess talking about read a Babysitter Club book, I'll read it too. Let me tell y'all something. The Babysitter Club, I used to read them books all the time. I'm talking about every time they had a big book fair, I used to get the Goosebump books, or I would get the Babysitter Club books. Girl, I had a stack, like stacks and stacks and stacks of the Babysitter Club books. I loved it. I don't like the show because they literally just whitewashed everybody, honey. But anyway, I'm gonna get off here. Love, peace, and crease it. I love you guys. You have an amazing night. Talk to you later. All right. And if nobody didn't tell you they loved you today or at all, I love you. Get some rest, drink some water. Y'all have a good night. I love y'all. Bye.